Hello guys, LifeHackster here, and today we will check and test out the Reolink Elite Floodlight. Finally, Reolink released a true wired-in floodlight camera that will and can replace a light fixture at your home using your existing junction box. And the camera, based on their Argus 4 design, which is dual lens, and will give you a 180-degree field of view. Reolink also cleverly designed this that you can also set this up as a plug-in floodlight camera using an optional plug-in wiring. And I'll be showing you how to install both of these setups later in the video. This is a sponsored video by Reolink, and they sent this Elite Floodlight Cam to me to be checked out, so thank you. And as always, I'll be testing this just like any other floodlight camera that I review in this channel. As to the specs, the feeds of the dual lens camera are stitched in and records in 4K quality, 5120 by 1552 pixel resolution at 20 frames per second. It has a 180-degree horizontal field of view and 59-degree vertical. As to the floodlights, there's two LED lights that have adjustable color temperature from 3000 Kelvin warm light, and you can change it to 6000 Kelvin color temperature cool white. The brightness can also be adjusted from max 3000 lumens and lower. There's different lighting modes, and I have some suggestions for Reolink, and I'll talk more about this later in the video. As to storage, and because it is a Reolink, no monthly subscription needed. You can insert a microSD card up to a 512GB card to record motion events or even continuously 24/7. And or you can easily add this to Reolink's Home Hub or NVR. And it supports RTSP and OnVIF compatible. As to detection, this has the usual Reolink smart detection of people, vehicles, and pets, but also has the smart event detection like line crossing alert, zone intrusion, and zone loitering alert. This is a Wi-Fi camera and connects to dual-band Wi-Fi 6, 2.4, or 5 GHz, and is weather resistant with an IP66 rating and also compatible with Amazon and Google devices. Inside the box, you will get some paperwork and the floodlight camera itself. LED floodlights here, plastic build. We have the two lenses, infrared LEDs in the center and on the sides. And on the bottom here, we have a screwed-in cover that houses the reset button, microSD card slot, and a USB-C port to initially set this up. On the back here for a connection, we have the standard 3 wires, black or hot wire, white, neutral, and ground. And the bracket is metal. And we have the lanyard here to hang this during install. What else do we get? We have a plastic wrench here to tighten up the camera's position. We have the mounting screws and other accessories. And we have a metal junction box bracket and a short USB-C cable for setup, which what we will do next. First, I'll insert a microSD card, keep the cover off, plug it into a 5 volts 2 amps USB-C, open up the Reolink app, scan the QR code which is on the sticker on the camera. And as you can see, you can connect this using Reolink's Home Hub, but I'll choose standalone for this setup. Configure Wi-Fi and type in your Wi-Fi's info. And as you can see, it will connect to my 5 GHz network. Create a device password. Name your floodlight camera, and setup is complete. Time to install this. First, turn off power to the light fixture you are replacing this with. Screw in the metal bracket to your junction box using 2 screws. Then screw in the floodlight bracket to the box using the center screw hole. Hang the floodlight using the lanyard to the hook on the bracket, and we'll connect the wires. And you can use the included wire nuts, but I'll use Wago connectors for this. I'll connect black to black or the hot wire, white to white or the neutral wires, then the yellow and green or the ground wires. Or for raw mix wiring, ground is the bare copper wire. Then align the floodlight to the mounting bracket and screw it in using the 2 included machine screws. And use the included screw plugs to cover the screws. You can also use the plastic wrench to loosen up the camera's mount, which is on a bolt type joint, adjust where the camera points, and tighten it to secure it in place. This can also be installed in a ceiling or under the eaves if that is where your junction box is. Also, Reolink will be selling a separate plug-in wiring, which is 20 feet in length. And this is the only thing you need to make this floodlight camera a plug-in camera. On the camera bracket, you can just remove the rubber plug here, and this is where the plug-in cable will pass through. Then just screw in the camera bracket to a wall or ceiling using the center screw hole, and there's 2 other screw holes you can use to screw it in. Hang the floodlight to the bracket, connect the plug-in cable's wiring to the floodlight. Same thing, green to ground, white to white, and black to black. Then place the cable on the slot on the bracket and position the floodlight and screw it in using the 2 included machine screws. and the rubber plugs. And now you can plug this into your nearest outdoor power outlet, and you will have a 180-degree floodlight camera without needing a junction box. Now let's check the settings in the app. When you open up the Reolink app, you will see the snapshot from the camera. Click on it to get to live view, which loads up quick. In here, you can pause the live view, listen in, take a snapshot, record the live view, change the live view's quality, clear or fluent, or enlarge the view. You can start two-way talk, which is full duplex. Playback for events, which you can sort this out, let's say people only. Now, this floodlight also has cloud events option, which is something new that Reolink added to their app. And this is optional. You can manually trigger the siren, turn on the floodlights, which will change the camera to color mode. Gear icon for the settings. As you can see here, there is now an option to subscribe to Reolink's cloud plan. In display, stream, clear, resolution 5120 by 1552, frame rate max is 20 FPS, which is also default, bit rate, which I also set to max, and I also changed the frame rate mode to constant, and same thing as to the bit rate. Light, floodlight modes, we have the floodlight off, always on at night, which is dusk to dawn, or you can set it in a schedule, or the night smart mode, which it will turn on when it detects motion. As you can see, it will only turn on when it detects smart events, and you can adjust how long it will be on. You can also adjust the brightness of the floodlights and also the color temperature. And I'll talk more about this later on because Reolink can add something here to make this better. Now, as to detection alarm, this is the same as other Reolink cameras, except for the smart event detection, which I've seen first on their CX820, and this Elite Floodlight also has it, which is only the second time that I have seen it. Now, I'm not sure if they will add this to their other cameras in the future as well, but with this, you can dial down more of your detection settings. And the camera recording, aside from motion recording schedule, you can also set 24/7 continuous recording. Now, time to do some testing. So this is the video and audio quality of Reolink's Elite Floodlight. And the video quality best at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Test. So this is the video quality of the Reolink Elite Floodlight at night, and this with the floodlights turned on, and this one looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this is the video quality of the Reolink Elite Floodlight, and I turned the floodlights to the 3000 Kelvin color temperature, so it's a warmer light, but it is 3000 lumens bright. Anyways, that's what it looks like at 10 feet. 15, 20, 25, 30. So this is the video quality of the Reolink Elite Floodlight at night, and the spotlights are off, so you can turn the floodlights off in the settings in the app. And it has, wow, 4, 5, 6, 8 infrared LEDs. And this is what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30. We are going to test the notification speed of the Reolink Elite Floodlight, and I'm on my 5G cellular network, and it's 155. Let's check it out. We're getting a notification that quick. There's no rich notification on this one though, but I have a strong feeling that it will have rich notification pretty quick. And when you click on the notification, it will load up the live view 156. Now the notification interval, you can change it. You can have the most that you can do will be every 20 seconds. So it's been about 20 seconds. Let's see if it will notify me again. It is still 156 right there. The notification, I got notified again. And it's still 156. Cool. We are going to test the detection distance of the Reolink Elite Floodlight. I've set the sensitivity to the highest and person detection only. And this is at 40 feet. Let's check it out. Yep. Got detected at 40 feet. They're right there. Cool.
This is the audio quality coming out from the Reolink Elite Floodlight. This is the audio quality coming out from the Reolink Elite Floodlight.
So what do you think? I'm glad that Reolink decided to use the dual lens design of the Argus 4 for this. I like the 180-degree field of view, and because it uses two lenses, even if it has a wider field of view, video clarity when zooming in is still good. This Elite Floodlight performed well in my testing, just like any wired or plug-in Reolink camera. The floodlight are also pretty bright, and I like that you can adjust the brightness as well as the color temperature to match whatever your color theme at your house. Now, there's something to note as to the light modes. I wish Reolink added a separate brightness setting on the always on at night and the night smart modes, so that you can have a different brightness level for dusk to dawn, usually just dim and not so bright, and when it senses motion, the floodlight turns on full brightness. This could be done by a firmware update. Overall, this Reolink Elite Floodlight is going to be a very good option if you are needing a floodlight camera, especially if you want to monitor a wider area of your property. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.